did it. We did it as a nation. Bafana Bafana progressed to the round of 16 as they beat South Korea 1-0 at the final match of the group stages. Bafana Bafana did it by playing, and that's football for us as a nation to be proud of. Because of we all know since the beginning of this World Cup, we had some tribulations and things have been done that we are not proud of as a nation. Hugo Bruce started this World Cup for us very poorly, so because of the choices he made. But at the second game, he made sure that he correct those mistakes. The third game, he made sure that things become a little bit perfect, but not as perfect as I think we could have played, but a little bit of perfection here and there. Because of our defense is something that we cannot be touched. At the beginning, I thought Mudiba was gonna be a problem for us, even though here and there some moment he was lacking a little bit of composure while tracking back, and other things happened in his side. Because of I thought of South Korea, they saw Mudiba is our weak link on the left hand side and they tried to attack that side, but he managed to compose himself to defend very well. And those South Koreans, after they saw today Mudi is the perfect day for Mudiba, they didn't know where to attack, because when they went on the right hand side they found Modao. We all know Modao, you can't pass Modao got 1v1. Like Modao played a very perfect game. As for our centre back pairing, I could not start. There's no word I could say about our centre back pairing that could define how good they are. If you mention that those boys are barely 25, for those boys, but they play like veterans. They play like they were born in this game. Those boys are who they think they are. They don't play at Europe and North America for nothing. Those boys they really cemented their place. They play better than CBC. Not saying that I'm done playing CBC, but those boys they are height, they are strong, they are very physical. They don't back out from a challenge. That shows they are good defenders. But as I said, this World Cup started badly for us. Those who didn't believe, I wonder where are they now? What are they saying? Because we did what they thought we couldn't do. They thought that we cannot progress to the next stage. They thought that we are the bad team in this World Cup. They thought that the first game against Mexico will define our fate, but that wasn't. That wasn't. As Hugo Bruce sat down and thought, we cannot play like this. Sometimes when you see something that doesn't work, you have to change it. You have to go to the old ways that you were before you came. And Hugo Bruce did that. He retracked his mind and thought, where do I come from with these players? What was working for us? And he got the answers. What was working for us was a 4-2-3-1, and which worked for us very amazing. Mofokeng is really introducing himself to this World Cup. He's really showing he's the player that as a nation we are very proud of, the face of South African football. Even though he didn't have his best game, but he's coming very nice there as a number 10. Like the way he knows when to drop deep to help with the build-up, the way he knows when Mahopa is drifting wide, I have to be on this space. Like that boy, his intelligence on a football pitch is on another level. It's something that us as a nation we should be proud of. It's something that us as a nation we should recognize and tell him, boy, you're doing a wonderful job. You're making us very proud. You're making us believe we're making a right choice by saying that you are the face of our nation. You are the face of South African football. Another thing I want to talk about Maseko. To tell you guys Maseko because of how can you miss the 1v1 and the chance how? But as they say, sometimes you need the first chance, second chance, third chance, fourth chance, and for you, bury the fifth one. And as they say, or a game is the game is the teacher. When you miss this first chance, it's either you have the confidence of doing it, or you say, today is not my day. But Maseko kept on trying, kept on looking, kept on trying, and he finally got that goal he needed, because of this was Maseko's game. And like, I feel over Maseko, since he doesn't have a contract, he's advertising himself. He has something to prove. That's something to prove. It is benefiting for us, because of he want a contract somewhere, because of he's on loan to a team, I think, in Syrups. So Maseko did very good for us. And wow, those boys did something very wonderful for us. They made the whole world babe surprised, or honey, is Bafana playing like this? And right now we face Canada on round of 32, and it's not something that we should be scared of, because of we are not facing them in Toronto or wherever in Canada. They'll be coming into where? To LA. They are coming to LA to face us there at round of 32. And as we know, most people are supporting South Africa. Like, it's very amazing to see how people supporting South Africa in this World Cup. It's like people, they just wanna blend with us, see what kind of people we are, and we are showing them more. We are who we think we are, Joe. So these thing make us worry. Believe, or we can get far. We can pass through Canada, because we're not playing them at Canada. We're playing them in USA. So that benefits us, because of but I think or Canada will have many supporters at USA, because of those countries that they are not far from each other. And so another thing I want to talk about Kagimeki is that Sitole made us, made those who didn't believe in him think that he's prime Sergio Busquets. Like, today's tactics were up for Sitole. We didn't build up from the back as much as we would like, but when we were building up from the back, Sitole, he was positioning his body very nice, opening his body for him to receive with the half time. For sometimes, because of when you receive with your body open in a correct position, you have a chance. It's either you receive with a half time, or you have a chance for your first time pass. So Sitole was moving like a prime Busquets today. He was like Andres Pirlo with those long balls. Like, Sitole was someone who was really there to make sure I prove people wrong, that what they saw at the first game wasn't really him. Even though we know he's not that comfortable on the ball, but today he played very well. Now, Nasitoli, he really surprised me, because of I always said Nasitoli is our weakest link in midfield, because of when we're trying to build from the back, is not comfortable receiving in his back foot. But today he did very well. As Talent Mbata was not there to support him, or a second pivot, was more of an upfront number 8. They really worked very well. Their telepathy was very well, because of all those long balls. But I was making sure that he's winning the aerial duels, and Mahopa winning all the aerial duels. Like, Mahopa is a beast. Mahopa is a nightmare for defenders at this World Cup. The first game against Mexico, the biggest problem was not entering Mahopa at the beginning of the game. The second game against Czech Republic, this third game, he made sure those defenders remember him, because he challenged for all the aerial balls. He's very strong. He doesn't beg from a 50-50. He really shows he's the best striker in PSL, even though we all know we judge strikers by goals. Mahopa is not a person to judge by goals. Some strikers, you judge them by the action that they do in the game, the little things that matters. And so you can't judge Mahopa the goals high, because of when he drift up or wide, he makes sure number 10 how really they find those pockets of spaces in the spaces that he left or he vacated. And the goal, I really want to shout out Hugo Bruce for him to introduce Moreni, because of that thing was a very smart move. He knew that we lack directness in our game. Maseko is very direct. On the other side is Apolis. Apolis is concept. When he have the ball, he look up for the link up. He was afraid to make those 1v1. He was afraid to see the grass and run. As Thierry Henry said, or sometimes when you see the grass, just run. Gota ball, o kitime jo. Once ba o kitime sho bona ro ka tswa ka. That's what Moremi did. Once o bona okay, there's grass in front of me. Let me use the space. And that space, it used it very well because of the other hard working of Mahoba. Make sure the defender they focus more on him to move them, to move their attention from Maseko for Maseko Rahonova. Let that chance Rahonogor. So this game for us was very entertaining. Even though from the beginning of the match I was scared, I was shivering. I wasn't comfortable in watching the game because of we all know what happened in the past two games. We were conceding at the first 15 minutes. But as the game went on, I just thought to myself, or if we go to the second half without conceding, this game might be ours. And it was ours. We made sure we go to the round of 32. Bafana Bafana go. I'm proud of Bafana Bafana, as I believed from the first game that we're gonna pass. But I never thought of Roba number 2. But here we are, number 2. The world. This is Bafana Bafana. You are here to see the greatest nation to ever grace the football pitch. Bafana Bafana.